Hello my friends, welcome to my English corner. Today I want to share my go-to English podcast with you guys. Just so you know, I don't stick to one type. I go for anything that can A. grabs my attention, B. sounds clear, not too fast, not too slow, C. teaches me conversational English. If it ticks those three boxes, it's on my list. The first one is Sounds Like a Cult. The idea is simple but genius. The hosts discuss trendy stuff like Instagram therapies, manifestation, or the diet culture. They ask, is this just a trend or is it basically a cult? The conversations are hilarious but also sharp enough to make you rethink what's trending. And then More Than Love. It tells you the truth about love with no sugarcoating. For example, there's My Invisible Husband, then there's Friends for 16 years, Lovers for one night, and one more. He's gay, she's straight, they're newlyweds. Honestly, I had to blink twice to make sure I read it right. These love stories are definitely not fairy tales. They are messy, full of surprises, but in the end, they feel real. If love stories aren't really your thing, maybe you can give a shot at Crime Junkie. It is actually one of the most popular podcasts overseas, and it's also my favorite too. The reason is very simple. It hooks you from the very first sentence to the last one. The cases are told in a way that keeps you right on the track, like you're solving the mystery yourself, which I love so much. And then there's Luke's English podcast. What keeps me hooked is Luke's standard British accent. He used to work for the British Council, and he sounds exactly like the speaker you hear in an IELTS listening test. Plus, every single episode comes with a PDF transcript, which is literally a lifesaver if you want to check your listening. No wonder the show has reached billions of downloads. Another one I love is No Stupid Question. It explores questions like, what's the downside to being goal-oriented? What's the optimal way to be angry? And even, why do parents overshare on social media? That's totally me. It kind of resets how I look at things and pushes me to think from angles I never would have considered. And then Women at Work. Sadly, the show has ended, but the archive is still so good. You could listen back 100 times and always pick up something new. The focus is on women's career growth, but honestly, the advice goes way beyond gender. You will hear real strategies on how to say no in the workplace, ask for promotions or raises, and even how to handle tricky bosses. I think it's a gold mine for anyone in the workplace. Finally, 13 more minutes. This podcast honestly feels like two best friends chatting about spooky stuff late at night. Here are some of the episodes. Have you ever seen a ghost? Q&A with a cemetery groundskeeper. Why we shouldn't try to contact aliens? Battling vampires and tuberculosis in the 19th century. Call me a weirdo, but this sounds tempting to me. And that's all for the podcast that keep me company. If any of this sounds like a vibe, give them a listen and tell me which one you like best. Bye!
小红书